Hey y'all, this VOD is an intro to Obsidian, which is a networked note-taking app. We go over what it is, when you might use it, how you use it, different customizations you can do, like plugins, etc. You see how I use it in general, and maybe that will give you some ideas as to how to implement and use your own Obsidian vault. If you want to learn more about Obsidian, this is the video for you. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Okay, I'm done with that music now. I just thought I'd dance a little. Oh my god, cold hand. Obsidian, what's that? Note taking. Notes taking. Note taking app. Note taking. How many times can I say it? It's awesome. Semi, you like it? We're not playing Minecraft. I've never been able to get into Minecraft. Oh, little cold hands. When you think of me, do you think of me doing this? Because I do. It's like the back of my hand too, so I gotta like have to try it. Obsidian? Well, that's what we're talking about today. You think of Parrot? Oh, not Rufio's freezing hands. Oh, I get you, rascal. Yeah, I clearly don't play Minecraft. I know that there's red stone. I don't know if that's what it's called, but OMG ship. How was your stream? Thanks for the raid. Here. Hi, Screwage. Y'all, we love Ship. Please go check out their channel and give them a follow and some love. Were you working on your 100 hours project today? Yes, Screwage, we are. Oh, I love it. I love the potato. Welcome, everyone. Wait, tell me about your project again. I should have dropped in, did I? No. What was I doing my whole morning? I don't know. It's not even morning. I don't know. No, you know what? I've had a kind of a depressed day today. I kind of stared into like the distance. That's what I did today. Or like thought about how Twitch might be going down the toilet and how what if I just laid on my bed? You know, the most productive things. For everyone who's coming from Ship's channel and you don't know me, my name is Rufio. I stream for the 100 Dev stream team. And normally we do coding stuff, but today we're doing note-taking stuff because why wouldn't we? You love Obsidian. Backlinks make you feel so powerful. Oh, this is a backlink, by the way. Oh, or wait. You use double brackets. How can I double bracket my arms? Like that. Staring in the distance is perfect also. I mean, clearly watching your stream would have been better, but I'm glad to have you. Welcome, everyone. Again, please fellowship. They're a wonderful person. And we chatted a couple weeks ago. For some reason, my brain is going all Hercules. Like, we're talking about staring into the distance, and my brain's like, and I'm fine my way. I can go the distance. Or how would we change it? Staring into the distance. I don't care how far. Wait, I want to make this like a joke song. Somehow I feel wrong. How's that? I like it. I know every mile will take a while. Iconic song, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna pretend that was about my song in particular. Have you ever stared into the distance so long that you discovered an Earth-like planet? Yes. They call me Gaudio. For God, it's Rufio. But not like Godio, but like Gaudio. Like I'm gaudy, but also I'm like a god, but also I'm Rufio. Gaudio. I'm liking it. Okay. Oh, I did the okay. You know, one of these days I want to program like a little jar, fake jar, where every time I say okay, anyway, and so, you can like put like one something into the jar and then we'll see how many times I said it per stream, you know? You know what I'm saying? But also I don't know how to do that, so we're not doing that yet. Instead of saying so, I will say, let us proceed, which is equally as easy to say. Okay, so anyway, um, we're doing Obsidian today, and by doing, I mean we're talking about it. So some undetermined amount of time ago, I was like, blah, 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 I use Obsidian. And then people were like, what is Obsidian? Can you tell us how to use it? And tell him you use Obsidian. And I was like, yes. And then here we are, an undetermined amount of time later. Obsidian has some nice plugins. For example, Data View. I briefly saw that when I was researching into Obsidian because I was like, okay, if I'm going to be talking about Obsidian on a stream, I kind of have to know more than I do. But then I watched like 2 videos and I was like, that's about what I knew. So that's where I'm at. But one of them had Data View, so can't mind Obsidian. Minecraft joke. Okay, calling Rascal. Blackboard's got you in the Minecraft joke. So, like 2 months ago or something like that, Dan Can Code actually showed me Obsidian. And there are several popular note taking apps. One is Notion and one is Obsidian. Now, there are several distinct differences between Notion and Obsidian. One, I don't use Notion, and two, I use Obsidian. But those aren't the real differences, obviously. Apparently, Notion is more like hierarchical. 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 Hierarchy. Um, so you put everything in folders and it's tight, and also it's more shareable. It's online, so you can share it. Sharing online, shareable. And those are the benefits of Notion. For those of you who actually know Notion, you can tell me what other benefits are. I don't use it, so it's hard for me to say. Obsidian is a networked note-taking app. Now you may be like, Rufio, what? Networked note-taking. Basically, Obsidian lets you connect your notes to other notes with tags and things like that, so you can see what relates where, and you can add a certain level of like customization. I got distracted. Where's my brain? Speaking of brains, it's supposed to serve as like a second brain. I haven't really got there yet. The reason why I use Obsidian is because it seems slightly better than Notion, and I forget things all the time, and I gotta keep track of stuff. In addition, the way I keep myself motivated is through checklists, and this lets me do checklists. Before I just did it on literally like a piece of paper, and that's fine. But you could also do it on the computer on Obsidian. Anyway. This is Obsidian's website. If you do !Obsidian, you can get the link to it. I'm not going to download it because I already did, but you can click download button and then it will like pop up in your downloads and you click it and you know how it goes, right? That's the website. It will open up this page for you. So a huge difference between Notion and Obsidian is Notion is online, Obsidian is local, it's stored locally. Now you can back it up in different places like GitHub, which I know a lot of people do, or I don't know, Dropbox, or just other places that aren't your computer to make sure you don't lose your stuff, but you also don't have to do that and it can just live on your computer forever. So they call like folders here vaults, and that's where like a vault is where everything will be or everything related to one thing or another. I'm not that organized, so I just made one vault and it's called Hello, it's Rufio. To make a vault, you just click create and then you write a name and then you say, we can put this in I'm going to put it in the desktop or something. So it's desktop, we say create, and then it opened on another page. You can see it. It looks nice. You're like, wow, nice. We're in the sup folder. This is your standard how Obsidian looks. It's very boring. I've already changed my color stuff because I care very much about that stuff for some reason, but it's pretty basic. Okay? I want to show you mine because it's much more interesting than this random one I've just created. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to open another vault. It just opened this up and I'm going to go back to me. And you can see immediately there's like a theme color change. If you do exclamation point Obsidian again, there are two links there. One is the link to download Obsidian and the other one is the link to my CSS config because all of this is custom. I had a very good like 5 hours trying to do that. So like Notion, you can have different folders on the side here, there, and they can be whatever you want them to be. I use this for mostly tech stuff and the things I want to get done every day, but also like other things as well. So the part of this I use the most is the daily note. You can configure Obsidian to make a daily note every day, and then I've seen people do it in different ways. Like I know Dan Can Code has like just a running doc of every day and what they've experienced that day and things they want to keep a track of. I like checklists, so I make Kanban boards every day. So if we go to my daily folder, you can see there's the daily Kanbans. These were the reports when I used to make them. Now I don't. But like there's one of these every day. This is what it looks like. So I have, do you remember when we did Agile? This is Agile. This is a Kanban board. So I'll put everything I need to do in this part. And then if I'm doing it, I'll put it here. And if I've done with it, I'll put it here. And if I haven't done it at the end of the day, I'll put it here. So I could say, what is one thing I haven't done with my life? Well, I haven't done this yet, so I could do that. That's what I mainly use this for. And it's like doing little check boxes, and I really like check boxes. Hey, Scotty, what's up? But there are many other ways to use this. If we make a note, that's sick. Indeed it is. Hey, Oren, thanks for the follow. So this is how you make a new note. You click the new note button.
Drank.
You so right. Looks like Trello. That's because Trello is a Kanban board. So yes, it is very similar to Trello. So if you want to make a note, you just be like, yo, I am a note. Fantastic. Thank you. Now, you can put whatever you want here. It's in Markdown, so it's good to know Markdown. But you can have different sections. So like we can say the first section is Rufio rocks. Because I do in fact rock. Much like Notion, indeed. Right. But we haven't gotten to the differing part yet, I think. I don't actually know Notion very well. I can't really say. Let's say that I want to link this note to another note. You can see over here, I never open this, I probably should, but you can see outgoing links and unlinked mention things, tags. I have different tags. You can see the outline and you can see the backlinks. So this is what people have open the most. They really like it. I don't care, but that's fine. Review rocks. Are those supposed to be rocks that look like you? Yes. The best rocks. There are no better rocks in the whole world, BT dubs. So if I was like, I'm trying to think of what I can link. What if we say 100 devs, okay? So this is how you add a backlink. When we click this, it will link to another note right here. And in this note, you can see there's a lot more than in the one we had before. These are the same thing, but you can see everywhere that 100 devs is mentioned and I've tagged it in, you'll see it here. And then, I don't know if there are any unlinked mentions. There are. So it catches when 100 devs, like when it sees 100 devs as well, even though I haven't tagged it. Think with mostly closed eyes. Did I close my eyes? Not sure if it was an ad or not. Is it possible to add JS code? Yes. Let's go back to my note. If we do this, we can say const Rufio equals awesome. There's code. Now you can't run code in here, but it's a code snippet. But yeah, we could try that. There you go. You're right. Thank you. I knew that. No, I didn't. I don't ever put code in here. I am awesome, aren't I? Ooh. I haven't made this disclaimer yet. I do use Obsidian. There are lots of it I don't know yet. Apparently like this. What is Mermaid.js? So you can link it to other places and then see everywhere that those things are mentioned. So in all of these notes, 100 devs is mentioned explicitly and then implicitly down here. I think we got to the implicit. Yeah, and implicitly down here. Const lark equals better than Rufio Kappa. No. Mermaid.js makes Ariel show up in your notebook and start swimming around. Okay, but actually that would be fire. Like it really would be. Let's see it. I don't know what this is. Feels good, man. Feels bad, man. Hi, Mavi. What's up? What is it? Temporary repo to show Mermaid.js. We'll delete in a few days. Did they? Oh, you know what? I gotta do this. So is it just like a CI/CD sort of thing? Was that Scottish? Was it? I can't do Scottish accents very well, only tiny, tiny bit. If I could, that would be the accent to redeem instead of British. Viewing the markdown source. Wait, this is what we just clicked, wasn't it? Or were you talking about the raw? Oh, I see. So you say mermaid. Is a flowchart. Is it a plugin? Apparently you can also do mermaid, y'all. We could actually see if we could put it in our little whatever it's called. Should we see? Whatever it's called? Where's... Hello? What if we do space? Oh! Cool. Built-in support. Ooh. Look, it's got a little, like, code block thing. Probably the one from Brave, Scotty. I really need to get better at accents, actually. Nice. So the backlink thing is the most, like the biggest part of Obsidian. So you can see how things relate. Other graph types are also supported. Oh. Yo, I am a note. Indeed you are. Wait. Or are you a rabbit note? The 12th Doctor's accent. I watched some of Doctor Who once upon a time. I don't know which doctor it was. It was Matt Smith, doctor. You thought this was it. This is the other big part of Obsidian. Holy fuck, what the fuck is it? Yes. This is your brain, your second brain, and this shows what things are linked to one another. So when we make those backlinks, it adds like a little, oh, you can't even see my hand, a little connection, and that's what this is. So if we zoom, if my little mouse lets me zoom in. If we zoom in, it shows you who, like, everyone is here, or like what everyone is. So you see people, you see dates, you see things like that. You can also open up filters and search for specific files. So let's see if Rufio is here. Look, in all of those. These ones have attachments, I guess. Orphans are these ones that don't have any friends and are on the outskirts. So if we get rid of those, we can get rid of that. You're not sure that your brain has that many connections anymore. Retweet me. What is this one? Oh, hey, look, I don't know why that one's yellow, but that's the notes I'm looking at today. Is this like DS.js for data? I don't know. I don't know what that is. What is it? Okay, I don't know if I can say that, Blackboard. I don't know if I can, but I believe you. Getting rid of the orphans? No, I love them. You can also make groups, like all of these, this color, those are all related to 100 devs. D3? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Manipulating documents based on data. Data on a DOM. Does it show us? Because I could look in detail through this, but I also don't want to. It probably is. Probably. Like visualizing data? Okay, good to know. So you can make groups. I've only made one group, as you can see. You can like move around how you want to see it. And then this one pushes them away from each other or towards each other, things like that. This is your brain or something. One part I haven't shown y'all is you see how this was an existing note. You can also put in non-existing notes like Rufio. You can see the color difference here. One is super bright pink and one is not super bright pink. That's because this note doesn't exist until I click on it. It's a new note. You see it just made it over there and it already says where it's linked. You feel like this would become a graveyard for a lot of info you'll never touch again? I mean, probably, or maybe not. It depends on how you use it, right? So to avoid that sort of thing, I make folders, as you can see on the side, just so I can keep track of things. So like I'm on the job hunt right now. Whenever I talk to a company, I put them in the company's file. I'll put inside of those, here, let's see. We could say, how about fidelity? You can see I had a meeting and I took notes here. So if I have anything like that, I'll put that in like the company's folder. I put my Kanbans in the daily folder. If there are any images, I'll put them in here, but like they will be somewhere else, if that makes sense. Like here, if I screenshot my face, okay, I just screenshotted my face and I copied, you can see, hello? It's me, but it also made this, so I have to put it in images. This is like the most beautiful file I've ever made in my entire life. Best note ever. I also have a lot of coffee chats with people. I take notes on people so I don't forget anything about them. And if I talk to them again, I can look and be like, oh yeah, we talked about this sort of thing. So I like having that. This is personal stuff. This is stream related stuff. These are templates. So like I have a Banky template, a Kanban template, recruiter questions template. You're the shit questions, if you remember that. We did that a while ago. Anything related to the job hunt, etc. I didn't know about this. This is really cool. Especially since the definition of Rufio is awesome. Now, if we go over here, can you walk through how to set up the Kanban to make one daily? Yes. Can you put YouTube vids into it? You can put like actual links. Here, wait a second. Let me YouTube. Actually, I think I may have one in my... Okay, wait a second. So this is that video I shared of mine earlier. You do that. Or you can put it in Markdown file, but it's just a link, it looks like. You may be able to put YouTube videos in. I haven't figured out how to yet. Okay, so we're talking about how to make the Kanban. This leads us to our next topic. Obsidian can be as bare bones as you want it to be, or you can add in plugins. The Kanban template is a plugin. So we're going to look at all of this, but for now, we're going to go to the plugins. These are the core plugins. You can see the things that I have enabled and don't have enabled. And then these are the community plugins. Hey, looking. We're just going through Obsidian. So you have to turn off your restricted mode if you want to get those. But you can browse through the community plugins. And if you type in Kanban, except it's right there, you don't need to. You can click install. Here, wait a second. It would be install like that, you see. I could copy the share link. There we go. Huh, that's such a great share link. I'm so glad I just shared that with y'all. What does it do that for? Why would it put a link like that? There are a lot of other ones, like you could use Excalidraw, it looks like. I haven't done that. That would be cool. You can draw an Obsidian. There's an open note random note plugin in the core plugins and a more advanced open random note in the community plugins, which can help resurface lost or not well-linked notes. I never realized what like the purpose of that would be. Hey Peter, what's up? How are you doing? Ooh, a templater? I like that. Oh wait, never mind. I don't think that's actually what I'm trying to do. But look, it's a template language that lets you put in JavaScript. Oh, it lets you execute code. Okay, that's kind of fire. That's cool. What is it? Where? Hello? Well, let's see it. We'll turn Twitter and YouTube links into embeds. Ah, there we go. Who is it? Lark? Lark, here it is. Ooh, I like that. Ooh. Should we like try and use it? I'm thinking yes. Wrapped in a container with the class of embed container. Ooh. Like in a CSS snippet. And you can use CSS on it. Nice. That's so cool. I want to do it. What's it called? Okay, hello. It's called simple embeds. There it is. Install. Okay. We can enable it And then let's see if it works. So what were we supposed to do with it? I can't remember. I've forgotten now. I guess I should have looked at it, huh? Says, add links like you normally would. Why isn't it doing it for me? Isn't it supposed to just do it? What am I doing wrong? It said it was enabled, right? What? It's the short link and I won't do short links? Okay, hold up. Okay, here we go. No? It hates me. In theory, this is supposed to work, and that would be cool if it did, but here we are. Okay, I kind of want to figure this out. It said available embed sources, which is cool and whatnot, but oh, that's not even the right one. Love that for me. This is though. Maybe I need to do this part. Oh, I opened it. Mistakes are made. Well, I'm not sure. In theory, you can use that and embed videos. Some of the other plugins I use the Kanban plugin, I use the Git plugin, and this one shows images in your editor, so it's the thing that let us show that screenshot that I took. There are a lot of different ones. If anyone has like certain ones that they're like, OMG Rufio, you should absolutely get this, let me know, because I don't really have any or many. Anyway, they're like 658 plugins. In reference to making the Kanban board, because I have that plugin enabled, I can like right click and I can say new Kanban board. Okay. It will show up like this. It's not as customized as the other one you saw. So I made a template like this. And I made it so Obsidian, here, wait a second, would open this template. Let me see. Where did I do that? Daily notes. Okay. Yeah. So in daily notes, because this is my daily note, I said this is where you put them, and this is what you're going to use as a template. Figma sold to 20 billion to Adobe. That's what I hear. I saw the funniest tweet about that earlier. If any of y'all follow me, you probably saw it too, but I'm going to show it on stream because it's hilarious. Okay. So, if you don't know what this is referencing, Adam Levine cheated on his wife, and this is like what he said. He didn't say this exactly, obviously, but he said the holy fuck, holy fucking fuck, right? And then some like you were like ridiculously gorgeous or something like that. But it's funny. It's funny. Anyway, I'm a little distracted, but I think it's so funny. Ooh. Yes. Scroll up. It's so good. If y'all have any other good ones, please share them. I think they're so funny. I didn't know that this was going to become like a meme, but I'm down for it. You don't know who Adam Levine is, but you're glad you can roast him too now. The lead singer for Maroon 5 for that band. That's who it is. Anyway. If we go back to our settings, just walking through the settings, you can change different things about your settings. You could change it to be right to left, or turn on spell check, auto convert HTML. That's cool. Vim key bindings, Blackboard, Peter. And I thought this is where I had like it let you pick the font size, but that must be a different one. Did someone say Vim? Calling all the Vim users out of the woodwork. You can specialize it even more, right? Oh, here it is. You can have different themes, so you can pick a different theme. Whatever theme you want to pick. I did not pick a theme. I made one. I heard Vim. You can use Vim key bindings in Obsidian. Oh my god. Did you just download it? I know you did. You can pick what font it is, and you can pick how big the font is. So normally it's not as big as this is, but I really like the font being big on my computer, especially for streaming. And if you're like, Rufio, I too want to specialize my, what's it called? My Obsidian and how it looks. If you scroll down to the bottom here in CSS snippets, this is what you want to have like checked. It won't be here. So if you go to this, open snippets folder, hold up. It just opened in a completely different place. Okay. So I made a folder in my documents. Inside of that folder is Obsidian. It has all these different things here, but just go to snippets. Why is this so small? And then you are going to make an Obsidian CSS file. Now, if you want just like a base file to go off of, if you do !Obsidian, you can find my config, like how I made it look, and you can keep that if you want, or you can mess around. It's literally just a CSS file, and if you change things in it, it will change. You can pick your colors. Found out why the simple embed didn't work. It doesn't show embeds by default in live preview. A beta option can be toggled in the plugin settings. Okay. Let's see it. In here. Ah. Center embeds. So shouldn't it have changed at this point? I changed! Alright, semi. So here we go. See, we could even watch this video if we wanted to. We're not going to, but wow, that's really cool. You can customize this to be whatever colors you wanted. I normally use Monokai in VS Code, and that's what I tried to do originally, but then I didn't like it, and then I made mine be completely different and as colorful as possible. I know no one cares, but look. 1, 2. Look at it's so colorful. 3, 4. And I think it only goes to 5, I think. Yeah. Wow. Top-notch colors, Rufio. Thank you. Thank you. I know. I have an excellent eye for color and design. I had them brighter before, but then I was getting blinded by like how like bright they were because this is a really dark theme, as you can see. Okay. I took notes on what I should mention, but I think I covered everything. Yeah. Oh, actually, I didn't. Say you mention someone. Never mind, I guess we don't need to go to the top. Say you mention someone. We're going to say Rufio, okay? Rufio McDuffins, okay? Pretend Rufio McDuffins is a person. If we click out of this, it just says Rufio McDuffins, right? But if we add a pipe character and then we add Rufio right after, it just says Rufio. Isn't that cool? Wow, such colors. What would a Rufio McDuffin sound like? I don't know. What should Rufio McDuffin sound like? We could make her British. I don't even know if we can try doing Scottish. We could make her Southern American in the South. You can... Wait, Rufio McDuffins is not real? My whole life is a lie. Feels bad. Sorry. I mean, I didn't want to tell you my last name, but I guess it's leaked. But look, you can't even see it anymore. Till now. I push all of my notes to GitHub. It's a private repository, so y'all can't see it for funsies. That is also a plugin. If we go to community plugins here, you can see Obsidian Git. You can download it, and you can configure it so that it will automatically push every X amount of minutes. Now, I've done this before and it hasn't worked yet, so I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, but you theoretically can do that. Or you can click this command palette and you can see all the sorts of commands that you can do. So if I wanted to push this to Git right now, we could say commit all changes and say adding notes as of 9/22/22. Okay, it didn't commit though, and now we can, or it didn't push, and now we can say push, and it should tell me pushed 45 files to remote. Oh, wow, 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 wow. And then you can get more green squares in GitHub. Yeah. Yes. I'm not particularly good at that one, but it kind of works. Green squares? Where? Squares. So if your whole team had access to the repo, they'd have all the stuff. They'd have access to all of it. Make it a private repo, baby. Unless you just want to keep it locally, in which case you can. Or if you want to just share notes, you could make it. You could make a whole different vault just for your like work stuff, for example. And maybe that could be a shared repo on GitHub, which is how you would get, like, you would do the sharing thing, which Notion does a lot easier, I guess. You can also add metadata to the very beginning. Am I good at this? Absolutely not. Have I figured it out? Not really. But like this is what you do if you were to do it. You can add in tags or like aliases. So like Rufio, something like that. And like tag or tags. I never do this, so I don't actually know which one it is. Rufio. I don't know. Something like that. Or you can just tag it down here. Like that. I think that's it. Now you know how Rufio do. Every day I make a Kanban and I check stuff off. every day. You see? Does it have a mobile version? I think it does. I haven't learned how to sync them yet, though. I think I actually have the mobile one on my phone because I was intending on syncing them, but then I didn't, so that's cool. Just got in. Are we covering Obsidian and trying to get the non-Huntobers back on track? Wait. I don't know. Wait, how would we be getting the non-Huntobers back on track? By checklists and Kanban? Also, if you use Kanban, y'all, if you use this, you can put Agile on your LinkedIn, and recruiters really like that. They do. They really like that. You do need to organize, plan your stuff better, so this was helpful. I'm glad to hear it. How did I find this? Dan Can Code showed it to me. Kanban equals Agile, and that's it? No, so there are different styles of Agile. There's also Scrum, but it's not as simple as Kanban, and Kanban you can do all by yourself. So knowing how to use this translates to Agile. This is Agile. This is a version of Agile. So I'm going to say yes. It's really not hard. And if you get asked about Agile in like an interview, like, do you know Agile? I'd be like, yes, I implement Kanban when I'm coding and in my like workflow. Or implement Agile using Kanban. Something like that. I got asked that, and that's what I said. And they were like, I wish. But they will ask, and they do like reach out and be like, oh, yes, you know the Agile? It's an easy win. Agile's a rabbit hole of opinionated work processes, but if you just go with Kanban, it's such a silly thing to ask for, honestly, that I think you can just do that.